Alright, hello, YouTube. This is OMG Firelord here with...
Ashton, I guess you could say, but my name on YouTube is, I forgot it. I'm just Ashton. Yeah.
And welcome
Anyways,
to the Yellow Sponge Talk Show. Ashton came up with the idea and we made it reality on my channel.
a reality show.
Shut up.
No, you. Anyways, what this is about, what we do is, we basically talk about SpongeBob here. As you can see, the decoration we put into this. And this is where we just do theories.
Yeah. And,
but for the introduction, we're doing something very special. We're doing theories of other Nickelodeon shows.
Sit down.
I can't. I'm so hyped for this episode, I can't.
Also, that's our camera, but you'll never see what the camera sees.
Anyways, yeah. That's all we have to say. Now let's get right into the theory, and I feel like I should start it off with a... I don't want to say this, but I feel like I should start it off with a banger, I guess you could say.
Please sit down.
Okay, I'm sorry. But I feel like I should start it off with a... Okay, stop. I feel like I should start it off with a banger, which... I talked to this theory about Gabe. 1 minute. Anyways, let's get to the theory as well. I was going to say, so the theory about the gory, if you see in the disclaimer, this is a very gory theory, and it's about the theory about gone and not normal. So we're gonna start with half of gone and then half of not normal. So everyone goes missing in SpongeBob's mind. But little did they know that they've gone back to testing in Bikini Bottom since they sunk. Now that they're done, now that they're still nuking it, testing some more bombs from the government, everyone has disappeared while SpongeBob was on trick and then came back to everyone dead, even Gary. Because he left Patrick up to Gary, but sadly enough, he died. While also doing this, SpongeBob finds out about this. Because he finds out that there was a paper, and there was a newspaper, then he found on the street, saying evacuate immediately, bombs are dropping, and then no one could evacuate enough. And then he died. And then everyone was just dead. Now, switching on to not normal. SpongeBob starts seeing things, imagining that everyone is still real after the Gone incident. During not normal, he just goes insane, turning into this emotionless person who's always smiling and doesn't know what to do with his life. And then he starts imagining about boats. He's driven himself into insanity that he doesn't know how to take it anymore. He uses boats as his friends. And boats. And he starts driving it, wrecking everything, doesn't know what he does. Until finally, he kills himself with the car, driving himself into the, Lagoon, drowning himself. He didn't absorb everything because he didn't want to. He didn't know what to do. He was lost and had no more brain. Now, final theory. Final part of the theory, going back to Gone. SpongeBob has gone back, seeing everyone in the same town, but he's in his house, in the kitchen, with Gary eating. Now, yes, this sounds like a really possible, but it's not. It's a theory. SpongeBob has come back just to find everyone just in a bus, but they had just arrived, while SpongeBob has already been there. Because then we find out he was already dead from the beginning. He was just a lost soul with everyone. Now, yes, you may say he was on trip, right? No, he wasn't. The bombs even reached there. He was the first one to die. So he was a roaming ghost until they took him in. Now everyone has come back, dead in heaven right now. Brutally murdered by the government's bombs and transformed. Now you may be saying, but is Sandy alive? No. Sandy may be an oxygen creature, but she couldn't escape. Even though she's the smartest scientist, she couldn't figure out a way to stop these bombs. Anyways, that's the rest of my God and not normal theory. Hope you enjoyed that. Gabe?
Yep, I heard.
All of it?
All of it.
Well, that's the end of my theory. Now it's time for Gabe's. He even has one.
Well, I don't, but I'm going to shed light on a certain theory that became famous in the SpongeBob community. Which is no, it's that the reason why everyone in all the fish are alive is because Bikini Batoon.
Bikini Atoll
And the nuclear radiation.
That's where
changed them.
That's where. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's basically the aftermath of my theory. And SpongeBob, and now I forgot to finish it off. SpongeBob can't take it, so he keeps reliving everything his daily life in heaven. Also, rock bottom means that since he was trapped in rock bottom is basically the last episode in my theory, is when he goes to, you know, down below. But then God says, I'm sorry, but he has learned from his actions and went up to heaven. Finally living his life normally as he did. End of my theory. There you go.
I guess you could say that if Bikini Bottom is a metaphor for heaven, that rock bottom would be hell.
Yes, because Bikini Bottom has a certain bottom. Now, that's all I have to say for my theory. And here's a really good theory that I thought about. You may be saying, what? And you may be saying after what I'm about to say, what? It's about Doodle Bob. Yes, Doodle Bob. Now, a recent episode came out about the Doodle Dimension.
And it was a good episode, honestly.
It was. And that's what I was going to say. If you remember this episode Doodle Bob came in, he survives. And how does he get to the Doodle Dimension if he doesn't use a teleport thing? If he doesn't use a pencil? How does it work? And how is there a Doodle Dimension in the first place?
I just thought something then. What if the pencil was a dimension to the Doodle Dimension? What if it was a portal?
No, this is what happens. The pencil is actually a representation of what SpongeBob wants. Doodle Bob is basically a representation of what SpongeBob is trying to get through, is what he wants to be, just a drawing. But here's the stupid theory I was thinking of from before. Doodle Bob is an almighty god who can teleport from dimensions to dimensions. He can use time travel with the pencil and show up anywhere he wants, including he can make his own army, split himself up into many objects. That was a dumb theory I thought of when I was little.
But now let's switch shows and get into a very highly debated show when it comes to theories. Meet Rugrats.
I'm sorry, man, but I'm doing Angry Beavers.
Oh fuck.
You can do Rugrats, I'll do Angry Beavers, okay? You do your Rugrats theory.
Okay, like I said, I'm brain dead and don't have theories, but let's talk about the Angelica is seeing the babies and they're actually dead theory.
Ooh, yes. I love that theory sometimes. It creeps me out, but I think it's a good theory.
So the theory is that none of the babies are alive and Angelica is seeing them.
Is a psychopath. And she still does, and there's proof in All Grown Up.
Mm-hmm. And all grown up, she still sees them, but now grown up.
There's an episode where she goes to the doctor, and that can be representing that she's going to a psychiatrist for psycho.
It is that Tommy keeps on building toys, or I forgot the character names, but Tommy's dad keeps building the toys for the baby, for the son that he never got. And that
when I saw her face. Sorry.
And I'm just gonna talk about one, Tommy, like I said. And the theory is that he never survived birth.
Ooh. That's why we never see his mom.
Because his mom also died during birth. And it's like, it's such an interesting theory and really messed up one at that. But I just love it. It gives you the chills, but it makes sense.
Now, here's my theory about something. Angry Beavers. Where do I begin? So, you know the two brothers in Angry Beavers?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what's the brown one called?
I forgot their names.
Dove?
Don't ask me, I forgot their names.
Okay, well, the brown beaver, not the blonde one, is a psychopath. He's crazy. He imagined these animals. And he doesn't have a brother. He lives alone, and everything he thinks of is, you know, well, fake. And here's why. It was apparently that he's abused by his parents, and apparently he was abused by his parents. That's why he's such a psychopath, and he doesn't know what to do, so that's why he's always getting hurt in obstacles. And his brother, his fake brother, always gets the good stuff, because that's what it was supposed to be like in his childhood. So, in the end, he's just a psychopath with a terrible childhood.
That the little brother is supposed to be what he wanted to happen to him.
Yes.
Wow.
No, he always wanted the big brother, but then he heard about his big brother being dead, and he found that out, and then he got abused by his child in his childhood because it was his fault that his big brother died. Apparently, that's what their parents are saying. That's my theory. Yeah, that's my Angry Beavers theory. Pretty much.
But before we continue with the messed up theories, I want to say this about the Yellow Sponge Talks show. Is that the first season we're just gonna be talking about Nickelodeon and stuff, but later seasons, if you guys want, we may spread out to more genres, right?
Yes, we definitely will. And when we do spread out, I will most likely focus more on a very not known show that I love.
Because boy, do I have a certain, and everyone should already know about, a certain genre to pick with.
And if you want to know it, it's Legend of Korra.
That's yours?
No, I just love Legend of Korra for some reason.
Oh well.
But it's not, because
But we will be spreading to more than just Nickelodeon, hopefully.
Yes. Anyways, I think I'll do one more theory to end it off the video. This one might be the goriest out of all of them. I can't believe I'm about to do this, but this is my life as a teenage robot theory.
Oh.
So here's the thing.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, guys.
Nope.
I know it's gonna get gory crap, but there are certain scenes that me and Ashton have seen.
Yes, and now to the theory. So we all know the main character, whatever her name is, and my life as a teenage robot. Now, apparently, this is what I'm thinking. I'm going to say this quietly. She was raped and disposed of. All her body parts were chopped up, so except for her brain. So a scientist took her in, put her brain in a robot, and taught her how to do that kind of stuff that she does. And she keeps seeing these boys that were supposed to be the representation of the rapist. And the little kid who was there, who watched her and didn't do a secret thing, instead he laughed. That's why the guy, the older one, has such a huge crush on her. And the scientist is supposed to represent someone. The scientist bosses her around because she saved her, and she wanted everything to know about it because supposedly the person who raped her was her son, and died a few months later after that. So that's why she wanted every answer about it, and to see if something happened about it. So that's my theory about it, about my life as a teenage robot.
But after that certain theory, I think that's a good time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoyed the first episode of the Yellow Sponge talk show. So don't forget, your cartoon theories is our talk. See you soon.